All right, what have they got for me?
Korean powerhouses over to casters William and Paperthin.
Any raid bosses? No raid bosses. We get a Frenzy out on the brim on defense. DRX on defense, T1 on attack. Double classic armors as well.
That surely lives in the nightmares of Stacks as he realizes that, you know, the utility was
Solo
there,
KO.
they couldn't bring home the
So
win
it
for
might
the
be
one time
difficult.
that
We'll
they
see
were
if it
able to
matters. It
try
might
the
be
get-go.
difficult
So
for
now
DRX to
just
get
going
hard
with
info to
trustworthy
work out
KO.
where to put the
course,
3,
raises on
right?
both
To put
sides.
3 on A, to put 3 on B. Can be a little bit harder. They at least have the cipher to try and enable this with like aggro info on the sides.
The KO could be really good against this comp because you can shut it down.
Absolutely.
With the ult or even with the 0 point, kind of buy yourself a little bit of extra time.
Yeah, I guess there's 2 ults to cancel with the KO knife and ult.
Defender side, Foxy Knight. What is that, Buzz?
Right before all the utility comes up, Buzz just swings
Yeah,
out.
and they decided to
Finds
try
one on
force up over
timing.
towards A,
Now with Carpe
and
down,
the
I mean, such a
3-person
crucial
swing
part,
came in
especially
perfect
for the
timing.
pistol, trying to utilize the fact that you can still have all 5 members fighting while the
T1
spike is planted.
really would have liked a
T1
confidence
not gonna be able to
pistol.
Take advantage of that, and now they've slowed down. Still a minute on the clock, but they will have
Let's
to
see when the camera
re-clear
spots.
every piece of the map.
Go.
Find the
Orb
cam,
goes out
we'll
in
get
terms of
the orb,
raise.
And meanwhile, we see Izu trying to pressure B site once again. See if he can draw out a little bit more as all the smokes from Bane's Brimstone have been used up.
I feel like X-Curate taking a page out of his brother's book here, using that high tide to sneak himself into a position to look for some frags potentially.
Wall goes up, smoke
gonna
goes up,
regress
this guy
in the
walks in
showers
towards
area.
lamps. In return,
DRX, they want to clear it out. They know that time is running low, and there's a wide swing for Frost. He draws out all the
in
crosshairs.
return they try and
Saya
take
will
showers.
stabilize with
Okay,
another
this is a
kill,
lot
but
up
are
to
they
Buzz,
aware
but
that Buzz is holding close? Saya, this side has not been
does
cleared
he?
just
I mean, he
yet.
probably
tries
gets traded
jumping,
from spawn.
doesn't
There's a
find
big
it,
duel
he
at
goes
spawn
for the
going
jiggle,
on.
and
Right, he's done from
finds the
Buzz.
kill.
Does this guy
Now
tunnel
the spike
vision?
down
Yes, he
on
does.
Showers
Tunnel
B,
vision.
catching Xcure from behind. It's
And
just
that is a
down
pistol
to
for
Izu,
DRX.
and he does not have enough time.
And they had a nice
to go
reaction to the
across for
wall
spike.
smoke
He
going up and
realizes
potentially
this.
losing
He's been
lamps.
spotted.
They wanted
He
to
has
at
go
least
for a
clear
pop
that
flash,
pressure.
trying to eliminate
Oh,
everyone,
man,
but it's
not
eventually
the-
going to pop in his face, of course.
Not the
Since that
self-flash.
change, if it runs out of the timer, it will
Dennis,
pop.
thank you so
That
much,
fate
man.
doesn't
Thank
last
you, thank
for the
you.
entire time.
Yeah.
It was a done
No,
round anyway,
just a little
if that makes
unfortunate for
anyone
Izu
feel
to
any
be stuck
better.
in that position with
It
such
was a
little
done
time
round
left there.
anyway.
T1 hoping that they could maybe trick DRX.
Dennis, appreciate you,
into
man.
thinking
Thank you
they
for
had
doing the
gone to the other
gifted.
side, but not able to sell that fake at all. And Bane, as he was one of the ones on the other side of the map, coming through at the perfect time to catch X-Curate in the back. A little bit whiffy there from Foxy9, but Buzz at the ready next to this box found a great position, knowing that maybe Lamps could have a player
And
himself
potentially,
behind that box. Really smart heads up stuff.
domination
He's gonna catch
continues.
Buzz, and he's gonna grab the orb and
Yeah, I mean, he just
back
tanks
away,
that as
but
well.
man,
It just
that-
doesn't matter. Halfway to
that's
his
a little
ult, we'll
scary.
keep an eye on how much he
Yeah,
can
I
actually
mean, he's
stack
just
up.
full bait, right? The Brimstone
For
smoke,
one
the cover
person,
from
so they're
Bane,
kind of
both
allowed
them
one
being
death. Anything
tagged
above
as
it
well, but
is
will
good
just
damage.
trust in the smoke to disrupt the vision here from T1. So T1, back to another default. Just trying to condition them on the pressure here in Showers, but no cam this time. They're just trusting in the long-range weaponry, the better weaponry here from Mako.
Got a sheriff
Jiggling
and a
back
ghost.
forth because short is covered with the cam, with the tripwire. A lot of utility to cover that entry point.
And Bane already sneaking over towards A as well. So the full forces
Yeah, and just
of
the
Magic
camera that
Glimpse
sees this.
reveal.
That was a great
Be out
TP
there
though. He was
crossing.
dead.
Now that's smart. I mean,
Very
otherwise
smart.
you were dead for sure as you've been tagged right in the middle of nowhere. And that is going to allow the rest of T1
Cove to
try
plant,
still
maybe?
creep
No
into
cove
Lamps,
to
but
plant. Might
still
be
not
hard
the
to
best
plant.
position as they don't have full control of Showers. They're going to try to get through.
Yeah,
Wingman
gonna be hard to
going
plant.
get taken out as it's going for the plant. So Carpe picks the spike back up. Dizzy there to buy time, but he gets
Keep
taken
an eye on
out
the guy
immediately.
Showers. He
Fox9 gets
could
back
take
out
a
behind the
timing.
sneak bite. Cascade not exactly getting too much value as they're just trying to get a reaction. Zaya's pushed up close.
You can still TP here maybe, just barely enough time to know they're going to go for the play
There's
again.
Tommy, but there's Amash just trying to push them out, but Mako still sprays down for 2, and the spike plant has been disrupted.
Ooh.
Izu trying to stick for it one more time. And
Nade
Bane
goes
will
in,
try
they
to
do
swing
get the
around.
plant
Spike
down.
does go down, but Izu
Still pretty good
can
damage
hold
at the
on
moment.
to this area. A Saya player continues to pressure. He gets another kill with the Sheriff over by Showers.
Wait, he has
2v2,
really good timing.
And Izu has wrapped all the way around.
Yeah, it was fast.
Are they aware? They're not quite sure. Bane still
And then the
gets kill.
reposition over
Half
towards
done.
short.
But now Saya, they realize enough time has passed.
Okay,
and
they're
they
just
know
on
that
top of
has
it.
to be a
Very
play.
nice though in terms of the eco.
Ooh.
Yeah, it got a little bit
Close as it
scary.
gets, though.
Is
DRX
there not
taking
another
a ton
rifle
of
down?
damage, not just in the HP bars, but also economically there. These 3 guns have to be dropped by DRX. So honestly, that's a pretty good round there for T1. Using this smoke from Foxy9. That Cyber Cage against him a bit to get this kill with Saya. Bane, nice job to push that fragment. Go for another kill there. That's, you know, stacks his fragment as well.
Yeah, Nate
so
didn't quite hit
set
the mark
play
there, but it's good.
by them. And Mako steady as ever. But now you're starting to see that this might be pretty tricky for DRX. Not looking nearly as clean.
Bonus rounds looking
Certainly
alright, but
as you
I
would
say
like,
it's a
and,
bonus. Do they
you know,
not?
the good patience there from T1
they're
really
fine.
paying off. Going for the check again. Got the orb, so Buzz, that's going to give him the showstopper.
Yeah, fires back right on the Tracers.
Yeah,
Carpe
and
perhaps
he has
pushing his
ult.
luck a little bit too much on the spam. But the
And it
thing
gets
is,
weird because there's a
T1,
gun
I get
down
where
now,
Carpe's
which they
coming
could
from.
potentially
Keep
get,
giving this orb for free. It's
and
not
that
good.
would
You're
be an
trying to pressure
upgrade.
it, trying to make sure DRX can't go for it.
They also have a Razor,
This
which
time he
in
pays
theory
for it
you
with
want
his
to
life,
run
so
away from.
No Gecko once again. And now trying to creep
No
through.
way.
Mako's ready for it with the Ghost as well.
Well,
a huge upgrade for
that
DRX.
is a gun
Oh,
upgrade.
that's brutal now.
Dude, T1
got
can't be
more
continuing
options
the
to
same
play
form
with.
as Split.
Or the side of DRX. There you go, Mako grabbing that Phantom. Still have the Harbor utility.
Yeah,
Set
jump
yourself
spot,
up
sees
for
2.
this hit. Flashes as well.
Yeah, the fragment just
I've
going to
rolled in
keep them at
half,
bay.
so
They
Raze
cannot
v
drop
Raze
into the
duel.
site just yet. That high tide will be running out of time. Reposition around the cascade. So Stacks is ready for it. Buzz just trying to hold on to main. There's the showstopper. He finds him
Holy
close,
hell,
and it's
Stacks
going to
got
be
a kill
Stacks
as
and
well.
Buzz, the duo.
Oh my god, the
That
money.
cleans up
The money
kills.
round.
All down to Saya player one.
Everyone
Vandal
alive,
left. He
everyone
won't
gets
get to carry it
upgrades, money
over,
rounds.
And it's a flawless on the bonus
3
for
armor
DRX.
rebuys. E1, T1's
Now you
mental
start
is
to
in
get
the
a bit
bin,
worried for
it feels
T1.
like.
That's 3
Bro, I
bonuses
can't
lost
believe on the big
for them
buy
so far
rounds,
today.
they tried to walk up short
Well, I mean, you can't be
against
losing
the
these
bonus
battles like
when
that.
they only saved 2
Losing
guns.
Carpe off the rip, giving Buzz the showstopper, seeing the bullet tracers, and Buzz able to track down the head. Rossi losing that lurk is absolutely devastating.
I mean, it's insane
Great
shots from
patience by
Mako,
Buzz, not
but...
to send that showstopper immediately in towards the octagon. Instead, he holds it just
Yeah,
long
nicely
enough
done
to
from
catch
Buzz, and
Spirit,
it
trying
really
to push
paid
out
off as well. And just the
high-tide.
other rounds, just
That's
getting the
just
orbs on the Raze to make sure they can have this
stellar
ult.
discipline from
Like, it
DRX,
did make the
winning a
difference
couple
in this
key
round.
battles as well. Now you're back onto an eco from T1,
Especially
couple
keeping it
stingers and
clean.
some sheriffs. Stingers have been pretty good for Rossi though today, I will say that.
Yeah, we'll see
So
if
by
he can
coming
get
in,
that
Saya
back
picks up the
again.
orb, gets his ult,
Uses
knife goes
Seabutt
there,
to
hits
push away
2,
Garden.
maybe 3,
That
so they
slows
know
him
info,
down
they can
as
keep the
well.
3-person
high
stack,
tide
and
not
they
exactly
actually have a trip
covering
here
all
as
of
well.
Elbow. T1 has to be aware of this if they want to launch an exact set play onto the site. They're going to swarm it with all of the utility. There's a guiding light, there's the Dizzy, but the Molly lands
Oh,
right in
no,
front, and
the
they just
body block
cannot
as
move
well.
forward. They've been slowed down. They're
Whoa.
all getting burned at the feet, and Buzz enters for another double kill. Still, Carpe alive, picks up a Vandal. Wingman will get the plant. Mosh online. The IGL of T1. There's never been a better time for Clutch to bring them back on.
They pretty much know that he hasn't jumped up towards Hookah because the trip's still here.
Full armor.
So, like,
One snake
question
bite,
mark,
a
question
cyber
mark,
cage
question mark right
could
now.
be enough utility.
There's a world where he had enough time to go around the world,
Cut it
but...
off with both smokes. Force
Okay,
out
well, now they know.
Mosh.
So now they know that he's out in main. Location identified. Snake bite to keep him at bay. Carpe just
He's
going
not
to
gonna
give him
believe,
the
is he?
half. He's trying to go for a
Yeah,
snake,
he's
but
not
they're
gonna
still sticking
believe.
it. He thinks it's just going to be a fake off of the
Well,
snake bite and the
he's just
cyber
1v2
cage.
of their life.
Not gonna find
Did
the
decide
shot,
to
still
go
gets
long when
taken
they
out at
had
the end. And a
when they had
4-0
vision block.
lead for DRX.
I wonder if Saya player got body blocked by his own team there.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, I thought so.
I believe so.
I think that's about the only thing I could think of. That
It's another...
Him there.
Wait, is every map
That's,
so far, all 3 of
that
them,
might be another round
been a
4 timeout
4-0
for T1.
4-0 down into a
It's
timeout?
just, I mean, great timing there from Buzz.
They can't get a good
Wait
start into these
until they're
maps.
fully committed to the site to fly around the elbow, come in and pick up 2 big kills. Diligence, patience.
The coach must
pays
be
off
like,
for
not
DRX
again, guys, surely.
I think Foxy, you know, with the Cypher,
Come on. Why?
That 3's not so good in some ways, but Split was phenomenal. And this map here already looking like he's right back into a comfortable role as that Sentinel. Now that Bane's come onto the team, he's switching over, doing a nice job. So far
Every
these
starting
timeouts
pistol and every starting bonus, yeah.
okay-ish, I suppose.
I mean,
But not
necessary,
really.
right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's necessary. He started all 3 maps down 4-0. And
Was
I mean,
Breeze
in the previous maps,
T1
they went
being
all
good
the
or
way up to
DRX
6
messing
and
up?
7, respectively,
It's more
for DRX.
it's more other way
So
around
Team
way.
One
Oh wait,
this time,
Breeze.
This time,
I mean,
the
Breeze
timeout has to find its value.
just
They
sick.
have to
Honestly,
stop
both the
the
teams
bleeding
did pretty
now.
good on a lot of stuff.
Otherwise, sure,
Some weird
Team One
comps
with
going
the
on, which I
victory
think
on
was
Breeze,
hard
but
for DRX to
not
play.
another place they wanna
Like the
return
Harbor
to.
looked pretty hard to play against, especially on attack. Defense, they probably need to get more rounds though. Like they started playing really well slow, but then they needed to carry on playing slow, and they started going a bit faster.
Mako so sturdy. Gonna be the one to
But yeah,
lock
I think it
down
was hard for them in terms of this nice
angle
molly.
against the Dizzy.
Wait, nice molly forces him out into the
by the
duel
0
over
point.
towards
Mako does win
Showers,
that
and his
battle.
Carpe
Yeah,
loses
clears
that,
out
even though
Showers
he's
as well.
tanked to
Meanwhile,
Viper molly and
T1,
he's vulnerable.
They're trying to pressure out across the entire map. They pressure
Yeah, I
Hoop,
wonder
but
how
they
ready he
pressure
was for that
short,
duel.
and then try to take over Showers as they've drawn away the attention. But like you said, Mako, he trusts Foxy9 Cypher setups, regains control of Showers, and now the Gecko down once again. Carpe getting caught out on these solo missions several rounds in a row.
And that's brutal because the Gecko is such a big piece of getting these executes.
Oh,
Obviously, the wingman to get the plant
a
down as well,
devastating
but the
start.
Dizzies in particular, the Mashas to give you a little bit of extra breathing room with space clearage. In fact, it's going to be actually the Bane smoke. It's going to be used to set up that one-way. Mako's just too good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
he is
keeping an eye on
annihilating
as well
them.
as he's jiggling back and forth. Showers now held on, and T1, they're just going for a send. They will have to try to fake things out if they can draw out some of the utility. But look at the minimap buzz, blast back and forward for the
Man,
flank.
they can't
wanna
plant.
keep T1 trapped. They don't want to give him an
They have
opportunity.
a cove, but they
to try
still
to take
can't
the
plant.
TP. And T1's not going to get it as
Yeah, they're
Buzz
gonna
has
take
arrived.
back
They have
with
to
side
push the
control.
They have to clear out all the members of DRX. But Bane finds one, Mako a second, a third in the round, and Bane with
Dude,
another
it's
as well.
looking like
Yet
split
another
again. Not as bad,
flawless
obviously, in terms of the
here
amount of
for
kills,
DRX.
but
They're coming at you
another
from
big
every
buy round
angle
where
there at
5
the
people
end.
survive. Like the
Kind of
2
split
buy rounds, they
aggression.
haven't got a kill.
That you pointed out, Will, just works against
that
T1
right?
here because
That
they
is right.
lose some big opening duels. That gives DRX the space they need to just push every angle of the map. I mean, from all 4 corners of A, DRX is swarming at you. There is not much to be done for T1 in this situation. Everybody's so patient. Stacks doing a great job keeping everybody in the right places. I mean, it helps when you have Mako on your team. Guy is absolutely cracked out of his mind. Now he
Yeah,
has a
he's
fight.
getting
Yeah,
a
one
lot of
the
first kills at
right?
the moment.
Looked a little shaky during kickoff compared to his usual self. But now
Okay,
right
this time they
back
have
to
some
the
help
war
over towards Showers.
and hopes. I mean,
Mako
this time they can
keeps
trust
getting the first kill.
Foxy9 to just
Does he
hold
get
on to
this
it on
one?
his own.
I mean, honestly, this kill's
Set up
coming
for a
from
retake
short,
with
if
that
anywhere.
cam. And the KO already arriving. Stacks here to help his teammates. They'll have to give up lamps, but not the most crucial of areas.
Oh,
But the
lovely
is
flash.
good, and it's going to be the transfer
Damn, he
over with the
really,
Stinger. Saya, good for
really
you.
carried on going
But
with
it's
it.
going to be
Flashback.
reclaiming the backside, the crash.
Fish,
Lets it
oh, doesn't
pass.
see anyone.
He's pushing forward. Stacks, he finds one. Can he find the Gecko? He's good for a quad, and he's on for the ace. The
No,
IGL
bro, they
of
can't catch a
DRX.
break.
Spike
3v5,
has been
Stacks just
planted.
kills
DRX
everyone.
has to remember, the mission still ongoing. Out in the
Past
open.
the official.
Just a stinger for Excurit's Harbor. The 0 point will find him. Lamps secured. They know the objective. And Stacks checking for the box. The Cyber Cage comes out. Stacks not watching the ace.
Holy.
Wants to secure
What
the
an
round.
absolute
and
round
even
from
will
Stacks.
Give over the defuse to
Flash
Foxy9.
goes in, smoke
I was
covers
just about
him.
to say, we hadn't seen Thrash.
The nice
With
smoke to
5
split it up
rounds in,
to make
and
sure
that's
that he could
pretty
actually
rare
make
for a
this play.
Gecko
Yep.
To not be able to get a Thrash going by round 4. And he finally
the
gets
6-0.
it. And Stacks the absolute disrespect. The
Wait,
pop
second
flash
timeout?
around
All the
the
timeouts
smoke,
done?
And then he just sidesteps the Thrash and never sees him. And yeah,
This
he
was,
got
I mean,
flashed even
he did
too.
great, but then they didn't need to give away this kill. This smoke to enable this is so good.
That kill right
Yeah,
there.
the smoke to split it off in
That
half
is
though.
nasty from Stacks. Just brilliant play from him. One of those classic multi-kill
Okay, all of their
Stacks rounds
timeouts done.
that we're so used to seeing.
Absolutely. And it's just going to be another early double timeout, the earliest it's been. They don't want to let it get past 6.
Dude, they are
That's what's good for 'em
mentally
in the second map.
out of it.
This is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, this is some Paper Rex style timeout calling, that's for sure. But can they find the value off of it?
Hell, I'd be left scratching my head too if I were T1. Maybe now's the time to dial up one of those B executes where you kind of dissect the site with those smokes, with the toxic screen and the high tide. Kind of do some of that leapfrogging with the Gecko utility for the solo play. It's time to use this excellent initiator utility you have.
They have
More advantage.
4
The problem
ults.
is DRX
They have
has
4
so
ults.
many
Okay, Harbor
ultimates,
ult.
Null command,
If they get over
and
towards the
orbital
site and get a
strike,
plant,
the neural theft,
then Rossi can
the
ult.
Viper's Pit. That makes it so tricky.
Not that he
here.
has the spike
Yes,
right
you have
now.
a reckoning and some
DRX
Seekers,
decides to
clear some space,
3-person swing over towards
but are you even
Showers,
gonna,
go
like,
super
even if
aggro
you
with a
get that,
KO
doesn't
flash over
matter
the top.
because of,
Pretty
like,
nice.
the counter utility that DRX can have.
Yeah, so it's
Well,
just
and
one of those
now
things where
DRX
just trying to do
having a
something
bit of a
different
read
on
off
this
the
to
timeout, going for a
to
fast
mess
clear
up
of
the
Showers this
T1's
time
new
around.
game plan.
That way they can help reinforce the Cypher setups on B. The cam hidden right inside the entry point. The trips all across right before the spike plant zone. 0 point to pressure them away as well. I mean, DRX has full control of the map so far. Showers being given up just a bit as Buzz backs off. Doesn't want to get caught unawares. All out on his lonesome.
Love this
Dude,
change
every
from
time
DRX
Rossi
with
wants
the
to try
Cypher
go up
utility.
towards
Now
short, there's a
over onto
smoke
B,
in
expecting that
front of
this is
him,
gonna
and he
be
doesn't want to walk for a
point of
one-way.
pressure from T1, and this is really now going to be very tricky. And now Stax
Yeah.
is waiting with his null command.
Eye
for this
camera
execute.
above, double kill trip.
This is going to be really difficult for T1 to make work. They're sliding the rest
It's
of the
gonna-
players over. I suppose
really is gonna
Stax
be
could just
difficult.
save it. Here comes the reckoning.
Harbor ult
Looks
goes
like
in.
they
What does the
just
kill
wanna
trips
hold on
get?
For the retake, they'll have to let the site go.
No one sees the camera.
People have been tagged, and Foxy Knight's
Looking
waiting
for it.
the trip
30
stack to
seconds
be
can't see
get
it.
cleared. Seekers will identify them, and T1, they're going to try
Great
to push through, but
cage.
the Cyber cage isn't good enough.
Yeah, he gets
Oh,
good
he
info at
expressed the wide
least.
swing, but Ease is going to
Oh,
land the shot.
that's
And
a
now
duel.
the rest of the
They're gonna
members
keep
of DRX,
going.
they have to hold
Oh.
on, but it's 3 members pushing
Bro.
elbow, but the blast back
The
does
3-person
wonders.
satchel.
T1 still answering back 2-1 in numbers. It's going to be Excurita and Rossi, the new members, the global
Does have vision
members
block
here,
for long.
or the Korean squad of T1 up against Mako, the Rock of Korea. Trying
Mako's
to
looking a little
attempt the
different.
defuse. Pushes up, and Rossi
Okay,
just gonna
nicely
peek
done.
right
T1
back
on the
in
board.
From the toxic screen. And it's going to be the kill actually going over to Excurita as T1 finally puts one on the board.
Yeah, so this does work for T1. The timeout
Bro,
comes
they have
through.
5 ults.
DRX gives the round over.
This was nice though. Look,
Foxy just not
the decision to go
expecting-
push
was
elbow and
expecting
kill
a
the
wide
Cypher.
swing, but that many players there, even if you gotten one, probably going to be a quick trade on the back of it. Buzz able to find 2, but by that point, the rest of the site was taken. So nobody really able to pop their ults in comfort for DRX. Now, Foxy kind of covering his bases, going for a bit of a more spread play. Him and Mako still going to be back to holding down that A site.
Dude,
Buzz
they're
has
just
another
taking the orb
showstopper,
to make sure they
they're
can't
one
take
away
it.
from but too late
Yeah,
with
and
that
Saya
spray to
one
catch
away.
everybody.
The orb control has been
They
so
just
good
decide,
by
well, we haven't been
DRX.
punched
So
for the orb
aggressive,
yet, so we
really
might as well take
denying
it, even though
any
we
of that
literally have full
T1.
ults.
And after a little bit of extra information on the B side, it's going to be the pit up. You still got a tripwire, and it seems like another cyber cage on Showers.
Yeah,
So
this is
you
just
are
heavy
protected
block
from the
over
flank
towards
on
A.
the A side. And now B site already filled up. Like you said, all ults online now, including the showstopper. DRX have their pick on how they want to defend this site.
Yeah, I'd really like to see a quick
Oh, this knife.
null command here from
Knife hits
Stax.
4.
There's a ton of utility. Try to barricade this
Yeah,
push
and
from
this
T1.
harbor
They've
cove was
stalled
to
it
try
out
get
enough.
through the choke
Foxy
point, and now they're a little bit
slide
stuck.
over a
Boombot.
bit towards spawn.
Nade down ult.
Orbital strike that pushes them through, and then the showstopper try to pinch, but Stax
Wait.
still staying alive. Gets the
What?
triple right up against Hookah. Just
Man,
creeps out forward
every
around
time
all
a
the
round looks
chaos.
close, Stax just
Spike
kills
has been
everyone.
dropped. And now with only
How's it
30
happened
seconds left,
again?
T1
30
choosing
seconds
to
left.
Bro, they
go
got
for
a
the
save. Oh my god, the instant reset.
I guess you don't need the ult if you're Stax. You're just killing them anyway, so just
Yeah.
go for it. I mean, just absolutely incredible. The way that they dump mollies to make sure that T1 can't get comfortable in this execute. So well thought out by DRX.
Not another one.
And keeping Bane
10
over there as
seconds
well.
left.
Prodigy puts the chat
Work
into
a
slow
treat.
mode.
No
I say Death
real
PC.
threat there for DRX. Yeah, Buzz doesn't land the showstopper, but it causes T1 to take a moment of pause. It allows Stax to pick members off from behind.
Give me this
too,
replay of
so
Stax, because how's
great
he done this
crosshairs there
again?
probably as well.
Different site
They
this
were
time.
looking for where the
Same
heck
thing,
Buzz
right
went
click flash,
up in the
or
air, but few ults invested that round. You use the Viper's Pit to force them over to B, right into the waiting arms of the rest of the players of DRX. Well thought out once again. You can see that in these
not
rounds
even
where
just
they're
tanking a
comfortable,
molly the whole time?
where they have the
Oh
time to
my,
whoop, whoop,
that
whoop.
was
I mean, he has
fast.
been quick here on Bind. Just absolute snappy.
yeah, that was
Like you
really
said,
fast.
And the timing on these ults, just perfect to really secure that 7 round. A nice key mark to secure before trying to move on for some extra ones.
Orb again.
Yeah, banking towards another one, it seems, before the half ends.
What are they going to deal with this? I mean, use the Sky utility or something to try to keep Buzz a little uncomfortable, but I don't know if it's going to come in time.
It seems T1 a little bit afraid
Imagine
of
being
any
this guy that's in the
extra
Sky Dog
aggression
just
on-
backing up
across
into
the
you.
map, so they really want to play these widespread defaults. But as you mentioned, it's something that we've been calling on this entire map. That B main control, it's never been
Okay, the
in
call
favor of
is to
T1.
hit over towards 8.
Single
Two people
time so
here, but
far.
early info. Double kill
You've
trip.
got the long range utility to contest that space, and they just aren't seemingly comfortable to do so. The game
Rotate
plan
coming
seems
in.
to be more of a kind of execute
All
heavy
info
style.
over towards long.
Pretty well handled.
Yeah, well, there is the Dizzy and the guiding
Oh
line,
man,
but
it's
Easy
melting
can't
apart.
get
One's
far
taking
away
the
enough from
TP.
trapwire in time.
People aren't
Cyanide
looking
covering
over
his back
towards
by
lamps.
Rossi now finally there for the trade.
No
It's still
showers
a 4v3
control.
in favor of DRX. Carpe trying to bait out a
Xjill's
little
big.
bit of a reaction. They recognize where Foxy9's location is, but backup has arrived. Backside filled up by Stacks and Bane.
Right here.
Even
30
Buzz
seconds left.
getting prepared to rotate over. Once they hear the spike plant, he's looking to approach. There's the Dizzy, but they're ready for it. It's going to be Foxy9 Cyber Keys that keeps them held.
How many
allowing
multi
Stacks
kills
to
this
get
guy gonna
another
get?
double in this round, and Buzz will get the finisher. 8-1.
8-1, 2-4 loss bonus
Yeah,
on top of
every
all of
time
this as well,
that
so they
those
can't
open
really get a
game
good
plans
buy.
have been
Everyone's
attempted.
sitting around
DRX
3k.
is using their smokes to cover themselves while they
What's
spray the
Stacks
wingman
on?
down.
Stacks is at 11
Make
to
sure that
3,
it's
Buzz
even
is
more
on 12 to
difficult when they all
4.
just set up these
Bro, their stat
crossfires
line from
around
this
the
map
edges.
and
This time T1
split
tries
is
to
going to
get
be
ahead of it. I don't mind
outrageous.
the idea, but the Dizzy is cleared too quickly. Once again, the Cypher utility worth its weight in gold for DRX. And they're trying to play off a quick top
Yeah,
flash
they
from
need
the
way
Dizzy.
more map control,
Taken care of, dealt with.
and they just can't get it.
The reaction so strong for DRX. Seems like
The
they
KO
are
is
fully prepared
annihilating them.
for this T1.
They just
Gecko
5-1 a
comp
lot,
on
or like, sorry, 4-1 or
I
just
actually believe
5
DRX might
person
have
hit
been
a lot.
the team to take it down last year as well when T1 started to first introduce it and got some maps with it. But now
Razor
obviously a bit of a
into the
different
low
tempo,
buy.
different roster on both sides. And DRX this time just trying to hold on
Yeah,
to
K-Roll
backside.
cancels
it's
this
going
one.
to be the null command that destroys the showstopper, so keeps Mako
They go
safe.
close,
What a way
Fischl
to hold on to backside.
with the
Carpe
plant,
noted
but
in
obviously they
lamp
got to wait
side,
for the
player
K-Ult
still
to
hidden,
cancel.
Trying to bait for the raise.
So they
Carpe
popped
just
3 ults
trying
into an
to
eco.
draw out the
Well,
attention. Mako,
potentially.
is he aware of it? He is. You just cannot fake out this guy. He's been through so
Yeah,
many
3
different
ults into the
rounds.
low buy.
And now a 5v4. Not the best weaponry for T1. Buzz down to 6 HP, but his job now just to draw aggro from Xcure, keep him tied up as the members on
They got a
T1
lot
start
of
to dwindle
delay.
down one by one. Carpe putting down the Moss Shirley, wanting to make sure that the utility is there. He gets 1 kill against Foxy9. Now they try to swarm in against the same
Yeah,
player. They all
look
get
at the
sprayed
delay on
down
the
by
spike.
the Stinger.
Okay,
Finally,
nicely
second
done.
round
All
for
of the
T1.
ults used for
Yeah,
this.
it's a good setup. I like this extra poison cloud inside of that Viper's pit. It cuts off one of the angles, and the angle that DRX is forced to take there. So that's really smart planning for the side of T1. Good holds on the
Can't
flanks
repeat
as
that
well.
though. You
So
cannot
that's
repeat that.
huge
I mean, they have
4-0
Harbor to get
victory
over
now
towards the
for
site, so
T1,
it's still an
who
ult to
seemingly
help
were
them, but
shut out of this half. It's a nice setup for Rossi. I really, really like the way that he put all of his pieces in the right places to make that retake impossible for DRX. So now operator for Buzz.
up for
able to
Buzz.
buy RT1 off the win of
And
that eco.
oh man, not a lineup though, right?
There's the Trailblazer, and he doesn't bite.
Oh.
He waits for the extra member. He goes for a second. And
Oh
Buzz
my
shuts
God,
down
there's
the
a Harbor
entire
ult as
approach
well.
from Showers. He's still aiming for a third.
Harbor
Foxy9
ult
will
goes
pick up
in.
that
They've already
kill.
lost
As they
everyone.
get tagged
Rossi's
by the
melting.
Cypher util, Mako peeks out
Holy,
amongst the chaos,
35
making sure
HP
to
from
cover
the
his teammates' backs.
Grim
And in
Molly.
the blink of an eye, it's only Rossi with 35 HP and a dream. All 5 members of DRX left alive. Allow Stacks to still stay on the B site just in case. Trying to get over.
Some mental
Strip
block.
bar, he gets
I
tagged.
think they need
Afraid of the swarm coming in.
I think they need to work on
Bane
their
just
attack
drawing
side a
the
lot.
attention. This is
It
all
feels
to
so
Buzz to try to get
so
what
gambly
seems
sometimes
like
when I
another
watch this in
showstopper, but
split.
Mako says,
I know
"Ah,
that
this
the
is
split
gonna
comp's
take
meant
too
to be
long."
like gambly,
Leads
like
up the
send
kill.
it into sight, but
A valiant attempt from Rossi, but
I think they would benefit
little
from
too
just
late
like
here for
slow,
T1. Buzz
especially as they like ops on
so ready
attack, like
for that
slower map
situation
control
there. Had
default
it all planned
would just
out in his
work well
head.
for them.
Saw that utility and thought, I'm going to stick around for the first and then immediately blast back out before they could even react. To make matters worse, it's Saya, one of the players who could maybe try to quickly challenge Buzz's op angle with some blast backs of his own, who's taken out. The follow-up just shut down. Izu, no comfort.
DRX farming stats.
Rossi can do,
Oh
to be
yeah.
honest. And yeah.
Wishing he got
Easy
the
game.
showstopper there. But hey, you've been getting
Yeah,
these
and this
free
guy's
orbs.
just been getting this
Getting a lot
orb
of
every
showstopper.
single
Oh,
time.
T1 finally
They
wanted
try
to
and punish
but
it,
it might just be a little too late. They get
and he has a
0
judge
pointed.
close.
Trying to go for that pop flash. The fragment. Now the showstopper. Does he see him? Not quite. Just has to wait.
Dude, he might just throw
Really
it
wants to
here.
get
I mean,
the skill he
Boombot gives
wants
him
to
the
see.
kill.
Oh, you're in the corner. Welcome over back to the B site. I mean, this is just Buzz having
He's a
read
judge
on
with a
Saya.
backup shorty.
This is a straight up duel between the two Razors.
Judge and the
Buzz comes
backup
out
shorty,
ahead
man.
once
That's so
more.
good.
T1, they just want a third round in this half.
They're just outplayed at every step. I mean, on split and right over here to bind. These maps DRX super comfortable with some players having to shift their agents. I mean, Mako has been a Viper for so long, and he's been so darn good at it. He's just right in his wheelhouse. He's got a couple players coming at him, but they get the spot.
Timing!
Are you kidding?
I mean, you just imagine, because the screen's up for so long and you see nothing on B, is this truly a push? How does he get the tag? But it's all enough to keep Mako alive. 30 HP, he'll now back up. Bane has arrived, and so has Foxy9. Goes for the spray. Carpe down to 3 HP. Carpe trying to plant with the wingman. Rossi's going to spray as the Dizzy tags. Rossi
Yeah, I mean, that
trying
was
to
off
open up the
double
site, trying to
Dizzy
bang
flash.
home just one more round, and Carpe and Excurrent will both get
3?
another buzz. Now all down to him. He already took down the side
I mean, they'll
player.
take it considering the
Just
start,
4
I
more
guess.
members.
Pistol,
Trying
get
to
some belief.
recreate the magic of the 10-2 in the first half, but these snake bites have a different idea. Nope, peeked out just a little too early. And that's going to be Carpe taken down first.
Uh-oh.
With a swing out,
Oh,
Alright,
man.
Buzz gets 3, and Rossi will
Even-
answer right back.
even
for a
that wasn't
9-3
convincing.
score.
This
Okay.
is one of the few rounds
nice-
that T1
nice
is
util
able
there,
to
at
get
least.
Showers control and really put it to good use. Most of the time, DRX has been challenging it and really just making it an untenable position. But the control of it is seated this time, and Rossi puts it to great use. The Dizzy to set him up to knock 2 down.
Yeah, I'm not sure some of
Gives
these
Team
comps
Round
make
a
sense for
crucial third round win. So
like the
defender side on Bind, sure,
players that
generally a defender side in
you want to
map these
have.
days.
I don't know. Plus, their split
Is it
comp's a
gonna
little
be enough, though?
outdated.
Is
That
3
split
rounds
comp
enough
kind of
for
got
T1?
annihilated once
I
mean,
don't know.
Sky got. No.
I don't know.
2 was not enough for Gen G. We'll see if 3 is enough for T1. Oh, well, their boyfriend can't really watch 3D games because they get dizzy, and they still dragged him out here to watch this banger.
It's a good choice.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna watch a match, although I don't know, the night with the likes of Saya Player and Buzz flying around and Paper X earlier in the night, maybe really doubling down. On
Yeah, definitely. And the Gecko in there, throwing literal dizzies at you.
Maybe not the best first impression of Valorant, but hopefully you warm up to it.
I mean, at least
Must
you got
win
a
pistol
banger
for
day.
T1.
That's true. It's been
Anything
exciting,
wild?
that's for
No,
sure.
not really. Frenzy.
That's what it's all about. And the chance come through
ghosts.
for both of our
DRX.
respective Korean teams from the crowd. Still a lot of fans.
Full one
sticking
default.
around late.
Cypher just in
Here,
control of getting
Coax.
info over towards A.
Nearing 10:30 p.m. and the T1 fans desperately hoping that it gets extended just a bit longer. DRX now on the
Bro,
attack.
17
As
to
the countdown
6.
comes through, it looks like it's going to be a hit onto the B side. Foxy9 just waiting to see, to make sure that if they need to, they can TP and rotate over to A with that shower cam control.
17 kills in that half for Buzz.
Seen them do
It's
this a lot.
absolutely incredible what he's
Wall
able
off
to do.
here,
Some
flash
good
behind
operator
it.
moments for him. But this
DRX has already read through, right? This default that T1's been bringing out. They kind of jiggle back and forth around the high tide. Spirit waiting for it. He's good for 1. He expects another, but it's going to be 3.
They thought it was
and
a
he's
double
not
stack,
able to clean up the rest
why
of the
wouldn't
kills.
it be?
Stacks and Buzz. They won't push their luck any further, and they re-peek, but a quick TP in from side
Uh-oh.
player Rossi.
Keep
Now
an eye on the
2v2.
Cypher.
Foxy,
TP, shots
is
in the
he
side
going to go
potential.
for the teleport play alongside his teammate.
Yeah, maybe missed the
Mako
windows. Good
slide up by the
reposition from
door
T1.
if he's
But
gonna
they
go
have
there.
no
Instead,
idea where the
Mako
others are.
Try a different angle. See if they can crunch from sight. Spikes down. So T1 playing it a little bit close to the vest, but now they're starting to push out.
Oh, I mean, this is just a timing
Oh,
read
the
on
timing.
both sides. DRX trying to check if they push through, and Mako will turn around in time. And that's TP. Saya with a frenzy.
Damn,
It's
Saya
in
just
range.
rounded the other
And a
guy. He had his
triple
confidence with the frenzy.
for the
1v2,
duelists as
must
they
win
get
pistol.
4
They
on the
get
board
it.
for T1.
Takes the ghost at the end as well.
It's so funny that on every single map, DRX wins their first pistol,
Yep.
and then T1 wins the
Yep.
next one. Just Really great stuff from both teams. You can see how deep they're going to dig. Certainly no give up in T1 at all. That frenzy works a treat. D1 tries to get into hookah. They try to reaggress those angles, but then that phenomenal TP timing from Rossi shuts.
Why didn't they play spike here? As in just hold the spike? Because they could have been anywhere. That's the issue. They could have been all over the map. And they'd have to 1-2, and they could probably just communicate a well-timed like pinch.
What can DRX
but going together, you have a good chance of isolating them.
Very aggressive high-low setup right on each side of the toxic screen. Waits for the counter peek, and it's going to be Carpet. Side player good for one. Side player now continue on with two. He still stays alive with 6 HP. Tries to check for showers as they get pushed. But it's going
Why does it always
just
just get me worried when I start seeing them drop the deaths?
It's going to be
Okay.
fairly
They lost one gun
round
and
here on the anti-eco for
Marshall.
T1.
And it's the perfect start that they need to this second half. They're able to keep 3 of their guns over. That's about what you're looking for at worst on those anti-ecos. You're able to upgrade to a couple Vandals, Spectre as well. Now DRX with their full purchase. See if they can start working the map. Saya so blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that second shot just catches a glimpse, and Excurit coming back online as well.
Stones just sparks.
So we'll see, can they continue?
Okay, and they realize how important this is because of just the score, and they decide to double buy into it. So it is literally a swing round early on, no bonus.
Mako,
all
not
rounds.
sure if he quite reads it, but he gets a fishy feeling.
He's got the trap wire there, though, to cover his back, so should be A-okay now.
Meanwhile, Foxy9 still has showers control, so if things go south, they could still pinch right back onto the A side. I mean, this is one heck of a default here from DRX to counter out the potential pushes out of T1.
They could TP if
They might just
control is maintained.
leave one, heavy
starting to slide
rotate, and then
back
if they
towards the
hit
A
sight, this guy
Still
can
though,
satchel
going
over.
on a lurk is Saya. I think he's going to hold here, maybe until the execute comes through. See if he can catch him a little off guard in the timings.
Yeah, could also
Yeah, this works well. This is a nice adjustment. 3 people over towards site. See what they can get. 2 people on site. See what they can get.
He's trying to look for more, just being the scout for his teammates.
Oh, team flash. Oh man, it fell apart.
Still gets one.
It fell apart so hard. The team flashed around the side.
Just Saya player and Carpe. Saya player holding on to Hookah. Carpe, he's got
Did this guy break
doesn't have as
the
much time as he thinks he does.
trip
Needs to find this
with his
first
satchel
kill.
or something?
Trying to check
Full
for Cubby.
utility, yeah. Lot to work with.
Sound, but there, that's just enough time as he backs out for the Dizzy.
You kind of have to
Foxy9
save
picks
because
up
they
the kill,
bought
and
into
Saya
it,
will
so they need
say,
the extra gun.
Was our bonus round. Not enough creds for myself. Just trying to keep the Vandal, maybe one extra exit frag.
0 point to check to see if he was hanging around. Bane seemingly aware. But now
But they were in a pretty good position, but yeah, this kill towards spawn was everything, and then it really fell apart. Team
Spike
flash,
explosion will come through.
him getting killed
DRX
after the team flash, and then this guy just can only get a one and
Felt
done.
like it might be a little bit dicey, but that early position from Buzz on top of that shed is just
Then I
never
think on
accounted
top,
for
Saya tried
by
to go
T1.
through the trip,
Nobody's
and
even
I'm pretty
looking up
sure he
there,
blew up
and
the
he
trip
has
with his satchels. They knew about it.
Overview of the back end of that site, and he cleans out a player. That gives them a lot more comfort getting through.
Really
Nobody
fell
hiding
apart.
in any of the smokes close to deal with them. So Buzz doing tremendous work on the entries. The follow-up from the rest of his team, so strong. Same toxic screen again at the beginning of the round, and here you go. Buzz just up, and just nobody even.
Yeah.
No idea. He was
I mean,
up there.
perhaps just assuming that their high tide was covering it, right? Because this has become a very common position on these executes onto the B site. So that's something that T1 will have to keep tabs on. Buzz once again left hanging on that fist bump. See if he eventually gets it. He did confirm on his social media that he did indeed get his fist bump from Bane in that last match.
Okay, force
A lot of
into
fans
this
were
one.
concerned.
Bane's so dialed in, man.
Extra
He's
Saya,
just ready
kind of
to
close
play.
to the ult.
You know,
No
fist
one
bumps are
else
second.
anywhere
Yeah, I mean, he's
near
been
close.
fiending for this opportunity
They
to
didn't get
play
enough kills to
at
make
the
this a
top
swing
of
round,
the
so T1 have to
stages
win
here
2 in a
Korea.
row.
And now not squandering
Has
this
been pretty
opportunity.
hard.
It's going to be an early orb for Team 1. Trying to push out, just going for
Damn,
dry
dry
contact. And they will
swings.
get one, trying for the pop flash. It's enough just to buy time. No, it's
Holy
not.
hell,
Buzz
Buzz.
catches them on the exit.
22
T1
to
perhaps trying
8.
breed for yet another kill.
23 to 8.
And Buzz, he's now in the flow state. Gets a triple kill. Trying to open up the site all on his own. Calls for Bane. Calls for Spike. Meanwhile, Mako still opening a site in case he gets stopped on the entry. Look at this.
Mako with the luck, 24 to 8. Look at this guy go. Dude, they're big buy rounds. They walk contact down late.
Gets backed up
2.
by the blast pack from Saya and still feels like I probably have enough time to do this. They're trying to cover him. This didn't work. Buzz able to find both and then immediately just says,
he did so good to turn the flash though. We got to give him so much credit there.
Here. And Carpe trying to do what he can, but just not quite ready for that angle. Mako catches Rossi right as he's going for the TP. Unbelievable timing.
I mean, DRX is dialed in, and now just trying to pressure against this orb. Nice and fast. You've still got that showstopper already online from Buzz, thanks to that last round. The high tide default being respected by DRX, but nothing off of it for T1. They're holding close on guard, and Carpe gets spotted. This is going to be enough here for Izu. The pop flash comes through.
The
Izu,
combo.
but it's only a Guardian.
Combo is nice. Sky flash into the Gecko flash. We're going to see a lot of that this year. Well, some kind of flash into the Gecko flash at least.
T1. Shutting down some of this early aggression, taking the showstopper out of the equation. Now you have a bunch of ults to work with if necessary. If DRX even gets to the plant, it's going to be potentially pretty tricky with Xcurate sitting behind the tube. You got the elbow angle, now held by Carpe, who can throw a thrash in there as well.
And exploring
DRX
over
even
towards
to
A as well, so could have a faster rotate.
The orb. Don't want to give over the info, trying to keep it quiet.
Now we'll see if they can get through unspotted. They're already in the entrance. Carpe senses something, perhaps a jumping, catching a glimpse on the way down the Dizzy, and then the thrash.
This guy
to keep
peeked
them
before the
tied
fish
up.
shot.
One's been detained, Foxy9 hiding in and out of the cyber cage, but that's going to be enough. The orb now picked up by Mako, recognizing that the round is already lost. Just wants to get closer to the Viper's pit. Look at the creds. Well enough for DRX, so Mako just looking to see if he can get a kill, and he does, and that's the Viper's pit now online for Mako. That's the best he could hope for.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
any
worth in terms of
economic
getting
damage
some
he can do
damage
there.
done there.
Look at the
I love how they had a higher lower, then
gunner.
Rossi just instantly just swings and breaks it all up. And they have to
Love
kind of
get any
adjust.
those extra kills. Not sure what Carpe is going to be able to buy there, but a great flash timing from Izu to set him and Carpe up for those kills to make this essential execute untenable for DRX.
Nice.
Get everybody over, get those crossfires set up. Great patience from Carpe to wait things out. Good jiggle peeking there. Uses the Dizzy, uses the Thrash to make sure that there's no stabilization found at all. Now this round, big ultimates for DRX to play around with. Couldn't get the showstopper
And
to go.
swing round at
previously. Now look at
11-6.
DRX, they're playing much
So either done
Fox has had a
game
lot of free reign in
or
the showers area.
and she'll come
Being
back still
contested this
online.
time.
Buzz close to his. I mean, Buzz has his ult. Stacks one away. He could just hold this the whole
It
time.
looks like DRX, they actually want to eventually pivot to A, so no need to rush it. They'll just go for a pinch on a timing. Put some pressure
When does...
over to B.
Whoa.
Rossi wants to check for it. The trade's going to be there. Saya thinks it's the main force, but it's not. And now it's just
What
going
a weird
to be the
standoff.
showstoppers traded for each
Whoa,
other. Actually
16.
sent
Damn, that was
against Buzz.
sick.
He stays alive with 16 HP. Paint shells to
So
make
nearly
sure
got
that the
that.
site
They
is
get the
secure. Now
plant.
DRX,
Dude, they're
what is the
all over
post-plant
towards
position?
lamps. They have no
don't
map control.
have
Okay,
showers,
Viper
so it's
goes
just
in,
the
makes a
pit
lot more
around
sense now.
lamps.
Harbor ult
Reckoning
goes
to
out, so
start
they
to
might
push
be able to
them
get some
out. This
spams
should
here.
give Izu an opportunity to pinch in for A short
Carpe
as
still
well.
has wingman.
DRX bouncing back and forth within their own Viper's pit. Izu couldn't find the kill onto Mako, and now it's all coming from one side. DRX well aware of this possibility. The spray's coming through, but it's just about keeping
Wait, wingman
the
here and
Viper
all on the
alive.
plant?
Carpe stuck
And then
in
shows the
lamps. He gets
gun?
spotted in the last
Oh,
second
man.
as Buzz secures the kill. Stacks. DRX, all of DRX coming through. They take down Saya player, and it's just one member of Xcurate who could not find an opening in. Will have to be a save, and that will give match point.
Yeah, they handled
over
this
to
one
DRX.
really badly, because it needs to be like,
Tremendous work
everyone
here
get
by
ready,
DRX.
spam all of this, make sure no
Foxy
one's here
gets
in terms
traded.
of this area,
That
then get close,
causes
wingman
Saya
in,
to
then
think
this guy
that he
can
get
swing
away
while
with the
wingman
showstopper
goes
there to
in.
maybe catch
Then
DRX
you
a
can
little
push towards
flat-footed.
here.
Does not
Like, it
come
needs to be a little
through.
bit like
That's a
Icebox,
huge
right? You know when someone taps the
overcommit
spike or
on
like
that
Cove goes out on the
powerful
spike or a wall,
ultimate that
and you
gives
create
DRX the
chaos.
space
It needs to
they
be the
need
same
get
thing
in
here.
and get this
This was
Viper's
really
pit
poor.
down over on the other side of A. And then DRX
Nice,
working
give
it
it
to
to Cove.
perfection, in and around
Okay,
it, never giving
6
that Reckoning
rounds.
the
6
ability
rounds. Nicely done from
to do
DRX though.
much.
Again, obviously the ult was sick.
I didn't catch what
And
Mako
their
said
play
there.
in
Not
terms of
quite.
Like the stat,
how they
the crowd
handles
liked it.
just
They
the ult
laughed.
to try and make sure they could get enough map control to do it.
It's just going to be DRX at match point now. And T1, 6 rounds to go if they want to drag this out into a late night of overtime.
performance coach to improve their attacking side. It's not even performance coach, I don't think.
He's just trying to draw them out one by one. He will catch one.
It's just more like the actual attacking
Showers
rounds.
still in control by Rossi. This time the fast flank coming in from the rest of T1. All through A short.
25 to 9.
They've chosen to push all the way into the
Yeah, they
backside.
just swap
They know that Showers has
positions.
been given up. They know the flanks have been coming in. The hard pushes out of B, and the post plant is good from TRX. Trailblazer finds nothing. Stacks just looking to buy time and lamps. The rest of his teammates setting up in Evan. Stacks, if he can get a kill here, it might as well secure the entire map. And he
I'm
gets
seeing
it.
some
T1,
crazy
they still
stuff,
have
man.
so much to clear. They have to push out. Excuret will answer back, but it's just 2 members against 3. Util still in the hands of DRX. The molly lands, and Rossi goes down. And Excuret, the last one standing.
Holy hell, yeah, they got annihilated on these two. 13-5 into a 13-6. Nicely done from DRX. It's way more convincing than I thought this would.
Buzz is letting him know it. I mean, just tremendous.